Hello, Ryan here, aka Mac, and welcome. CIG are implementing a temporary fix to resolve the 30k issue in 3.15, so let us take a closer look. As always, a huge thank you to my patrons and channel members. Thank you guys so much for the support, it is truly appreciated. And if you do enjoy my content, please consider subscribing and helping the channel to grow. So during a recent patch watch post over on Spectrum, CIG provided a deep dive into the personal inventory system coming with Alpha 3.15. Now I'm not going to talk about that post as such, although I will link it in the description below should you want to check it out for yourselves. I do plan on doing a video covering the personal inventory stuff later on anyway, but I'm more interested in something they spoke about within that post, which is pretty much the biggest quality of life improvement that we could ask for. As you've probably all heard already, coming with Alpha 3.15, CIG is implementing a server crash recovery, which is also known as a 30k, and basically if you suffer a 30k crash, this will allow you to relaunch the game with everything still intact. So the way that it's handled, every so often the game will create a heartbeat, as CIG called it, which is kind of like a snapshot of you, the ship and its cargo and items, and it will save that information in the database. And when you log back into a new server, you will be able to visit any ASOP terminal and respawn your ship, intact and exactly as it was before the crash. So your cargo, your ship's health and fuel levels, and any items that you have lying around in your ship will return exactly as they were before the crash happened, or before the 30k happened. Now this is only a simple quality of life fix, they say, to alleviate the issue, not a long-term solution. The long-term plan is for the entity graph and server meshing to handle this, fully retaining all of the information and restore the player and all of their items at the time of the server crash exactly back to where they left off. So this could be as you are mid-flight. So for an example, in 3.15, let's say that you are mid-flight and you've got 200 SEU of cargo in your ship, which you are on your way to sell, as well as a lot of items that you've looted or bought and placed inside the ship's inventory or just lying around on the floor. And then you suffer a 30k crash. Now after relaunching the game, you will awake back in your hub and you will be able to head back down to the ship request terminal or the ASOP terminal, request your ship without having to claim it on insurance and pay for it and then wait for it. And all that cargo and all the items that you've looted will remain on board just as you left them, and then you can get back to delivering it again. Now this is obviously a massive win, and although it will just now result in a loss of time as you will be back at a landing port, it's a huge improvement for everyone. And alongside the trading hotfix where CIG have increased, I think it is the refresh rates for commodities, it's going to make a lot of people very happy. Being able to do your cargo hauling, being able to go mining, basically anything for however long you want to spend doing that, and you can invest all your UEC without worry of it just completely going missing and starting from scratch. I am personally very happy that CIG have managed to get this in literally the first patch that brought the first steps of persistence. We knew CIG said that a 30k recovery would be possible with the persistent streaming work, and that it was something that they would want ASAP, so kudos to them for getting it in first thing. Now I think in the latest 3.15 build that is currently in wave 1, they did try to implement the crash recovery, but they ran into a few issues, so it'll hopefully be in the build that comes after this one. I know so many people who have been waiting for the 30k issue to be resolved before jumping back in, and nothing feels more off-putting than suffering a 30k, especially now with looting and with inventory and with the fact that if you have been buying all this stuff or finding all this stuff, you could lose it all because of a 30k. So thank you, CIG. Anyway, I just wanted to highlight this phenomenal news, as I'm sure most of you will be very happy to hear it. It was also said that CIG are continuing to improve the UI and fixing the bevy of bugs with inventory, but they are making great progress, so hopefully we could see a Wave 2 PTU sometime this weekend perhaps, or even better if they could skip the Wave 2 and Wave 3 and just go straight to the open or live. That would be amazing, but I think they still need a bit of time to polish. But with that said, very happy to be the deliverer of good news. And as I say, please consider subscribing and helping the channel to grow. Also, we will be playing 3.15 today over at twitch.tv/supermacbrothers checking out all it has to offer. So do hit the link in the description below if you would like to hang out with us all. Hit the thumbs up if you don't mind, it does the channel a big favour, and tick that notification bell if you would like to be notified when my videos go live. Again, huge thank you to my patrons and channel members. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.